Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Well, I want to bring the workbench out here from the garage, but first I have to get it unloaded. That means I have to have some place to put it. It means I got some shelves to build. I'm going to cut up some more cross pieces so I can load up these shelves over here and the ones over the top of the workbench where the workbench is going to go. So I got a bunch of cutting to do, and then I got a shelf to put together. I brought up the steel shelf from the basement. That'll make a nice temporary rack because it's small enough I can move it around. But I will have it loaded up pretty heavily. It's going to be sitting against the back wall back there, just being a temporary place to stick stuff. Moving is always a hassle. It's always been said that 3 moves equals a house fire. Well, this one move is pretty close to a workshop fire. Nice thing is, it's all me doing it. It's not somebody else, so if something gets broken, strayed, or stolen, it's going to be something that I'll know about. So let's get to cutting some boards and see where we can go from there. Gaining. Not exactly warp speed, but we're gaining. I'm trying something new. YouTube suggested using shorts to highlight older videos. Well, I've got videos going back a long time, and I've noticed that the views on those are starting to drop off. People are looking at the new ones, and they're seeing the shorts, but they're not seeing the long form videos that I'm making. So I'm going to be using shorts to highlight long form videos. I'll take you back to some of the older stuff that I've done. I spent a lot of time on those videos, and I did a lot of work to make them happen. I'd like to have more people see them because there's some good stuff in there. Well, I got all the shelves boarded up on those. Just the 2 shelves. I haven't got enough cross beams for the 3rd shelf up on top. But see if I can save up a little money and do that. Christmas always takes a bite out of everything. January and February suck a little bit till we get the first quarter going, and hopefully we get some income. But life being what it is, we carry on like we know what we're doing. Gaining ground every day. Lots of hauling back and forth, but it's all slow handwork. This box is too heavy for me to raise up that high. So I'm gonna have to leave it sit here until I get the bench in place. Well, I got a couple of 100 pounds on that bottom shelf, maybe 100 pounds on the top shelf. That weighs about 60 pounds by itself, but it's big. And it's hard to lift up there and get it. The other box I got up there, but just barely. And this one's taller, so it's not gonna fit. So we'll just have to work around it. I certainly did buy a lot of hitches. Seems like every camper needed a slightly different one to operate. Real short ones, real long ones, real high ones, real low ones. Every time I bought one, I said, well, I'll keep this one and it'll work out the next one. It never did, but I had hope. Phew. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.